functions, the interior like this way. I can exercise you. This could be the feeling. Cheat on your man, that's how you get it. Still make you feel like chinchilla in the heat. So don't try to run up on my ear and all that raspy. Trying to ask when my fingers are past. You should think about it. Take a second. Matter of fact, you should take 4 beat. Think before you do a little skateboard beat.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get it, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Get an attitude. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. I got the rollie on my arm and I'm going up. And I'm going best because I got it going on. I'm a gangster. The big boss dog. Yeah, I had to do that. I keep a blue flag hanging on my backside. Only on the left side. Yeah, that's the side. They don't know the way to play the game the way I play. I cut so much you thought I was a DJ. 2, big 1, 3. SC, double low, P, ego double G. I can't fake it, just break it. And when I take it, see I specialize in girls get it. So bring the boys, all of y'all from the side. We got a world from world right here, like it lies. Turn it up a little. Room full of fine dime bristles. Waiting on the pistol, the bizzle, and the shizzle. Cheese to the piss now ladies, who listen. Then the crib, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get it, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Get an attitude. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Got the
Where you headed?
Oh, the locker room. Shower up.
Good. I just hope none of that game you just showcased washes off.
What? Man, this stuff don't wash off. It's part of who I am. It's in my DNA, yo.
Easy. Your jersey ain't in the rafters yet.
Yeah, but
But you lit it up out there. And everyone in this gym, including the GM and the head man, saw it.
Alright, so what's that supposed to mean?
It means if there's any way to get you here, we're gonna do it. Now get out of here. We'll be in touch.
Alright, I'm looking forward to it. Move, man. What are you doing?
We got our foot in the door. The Nuggets have offered you a 10-day deal.
Why not a year?
Because you're an undrafted, unproven commodity. But they saw enough to take a flyer on you. So you have exactly 10 days, 240 freaking hours to show that you belong. You perform, you got a shot at a guaranteed deal for the rest of the season. We both live to breathe another day. You don't, you got a shot at being last in a long line of might events, and I'm probably out on the street, too. Living in this rat hole.
Hold up. Rat hole? This is all I can afford, because you didn't get me drafted.
Let's call it a charming fixer-upper. Now pack your bags!
You did well in the workout and in the scrimmage.
He's a baller. You give him a legit shot, and he's gonna make the most of it. I mean, when it comes down to crunch time, there's no one...
10 days, my man. We'll see if he can swim with the big fish. If he does, he might have a shot to be signed for the rest of the year. He might even find himself a spot in the rotation. If not, son, he's back on the streets. You ready?
I'm ready, willing, and able, sir. You'll see.
Good. Get out of here. You too.
Yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust the rounds, y'all. Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Just sing to the left, sing to the right. Make you feel good, make you feel alright. One time, feel good, yeah, y'all. Bust the rounds in the place, y'all. Nigga, you feel real good, y'all. Flip mode, the squad in the place, y'all. Buck wild to all of my who don't care. Floss like a bunch of young black millionaires. Making you run, me and my stacking my ones. Floss a little, invest up in the mutual fund. Blowing the horn, a sense of every day I was born. Never dream I see it landscaping my lawn. Dangerous, be accurate. Have to get the flow be so immaculate. Hey yo, watching my dough. Sipping it slow, them pretty saying hello. Anyway, go ahead and display your olive olay. Little honey dip whipping a little cabriolet. I don't mean to hold you up, but I got something to say. Swear to only give you hot every day. Afraid of us, you know this ain't a
Thanks. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
Wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr. And he's checked in for Nurkic. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
Well, this last season was the Clippers' 30th in Los Angeles. And for a team that's long played in the Lakers' shadow, for the second season in a row, the Clippers were the best team in L.A.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Hickson. Austin out there with Will Barton. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Laverne in at the 4.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets.
Off the bench of the first official NBA appearance from Rodriguez. Well, Clark, here's a guy with quite the story. Didn't get picked on draft day. Couldn't find a team until this point in the season.
Well, Kevin, you know because of that he's going to be playing motivated. Often events like that will give a player an added edge, and I don't think there's anybody in the building more motivated than he is.
That's tipped. 3 on the clock. Crawford with the steal. Hudson against Lawson. Hudson the pass to Griffin. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Griffin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And for the Clippers, in their 30 years in L.A., folks, only 6 times have they finished the regular season with a better winning percentage than the Lakers. Man, it's been domination by the Lakers out there in L.A. land. So Clipper fans are hoping that this is a sign of things to come going forward for their team, the Clippers.
Chandler gets the screen from Rodriguez. Offline with his 3.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Well, they've got to meet the energy that they're facing right now. So important to battle on the boards.
Griffin against Chandler. Griffin dishes to Barnes. Puts it up from 12. Another one falls for the Clippers. And guys, for the Clippers, acquiring coach Doc Rivers from the Celtics in exchange for a draft pick. In Boston, he'd been the second longest tenured coach in the league after Greg Popovich.
You know, but rather than rebuild, I think he wanted to go for another ring in L.A. He's got a lot of authority, final say on personnel decisions. So Doc has really put his stamp on this team.
Rodriguez not exactly rising to the occasion. Being a rookie, he's going to take his lumps. And he's got his first free throw of the game. No good on the free throw.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good plays, but you always have to...
And mark that bucket down, folks. That's the first career basket from Rodriguez.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how you make your first bucket. Just put it in the basket. Just get a little boost of confidence and show that you belong.
And he does belong, guys, that's for sure. I mean, this team is ecstatic to have him on their roster. He's got promise and the confidence to realize that promise.
At that point, Denver has done well without what most would call a superstar, but obviously that takes its toll come playoff time.
It really does. I mean, you need somebody that you can really rely on as your go-to guy, the one who gets it done for you in the clutch, and they haven't quite established that player, and yet they're still competitive.
And the shot is good.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Now, Redick. 1 second left. No good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll go for a different look here. Jordan, he's checked in for Hawes. Griffin comes in for Hito Turkoglu. Barnes, he's checked in for Jordan Hamilton. And it's Crawford in for Hudson. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Rodriguez. He's in at power forward. Will Barton is out there with Lawson. And there's Hickson. And it's Chandler in at the 3 slot. Chandler gets the screen from Rodriguez. Chandler's shot, good.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
To the right side. And it's a foul called on Doc. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
You know, it's interesting to look at the relationship between Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. Blake, the unquestioned top dog until CP3 arrived 3 seasons ago, and Paul, of course, such a vocal leader. I think it's taken them some time to find the balance in that dynamic.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, Chris Paul, as you know, has accomplished so much in the NBA, but he's ready for that ultimate prize. As Paul said, that's the only thing that matters now. At this point in my career, I'm only focused on building for the postseason, because that's where you make your name, and that's where you make your imprint on history. He's looking to add to that wonderful legacy, guys.
He certainly is. Thanks, Doris.
Well, you can see that desire on the court. He's so focused.
It's Crawford with the drive. Kicks to Griffin. And there's the pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Redick for 3. That's good. Redick's got 8 points.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Lawson gets the screen from Rodriguez. Lawson outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 7.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction.
Here's Griffin. The shot is off. Nice D from Rodriguez. And Lawson with the drive. Lots of room. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 5 points on the basket from Rodriguez. There's 37 seconds left now here in the second. And here's Redick. He had 16 points in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. Barnes can't get it to go.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Barton kicks to Chandler. Out to the right wing. A shot by Lawson. Wide open. Misses the 3. Griffin with it. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Suns in Phoenix.
You know what was great, too, Kevin, was the way he balanced hitting his own shots and making plays for others.
Here's Lawson. The shot is off.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that.
And the second half about to start here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Hamilton's checked in for Barnes. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Hudson. And a switcher also for Denver. Burns checked in. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. J.J. Redick is out there with Crawford. That's Hamilton in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Crawford passes to Redick. Outside Griffin. Clippers moving the ball around. Redick dishes to Hamilton. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Hamilton kicks to Crawford. Shot clock at 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Crawford's got 16 points here in the second half.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Clippers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And by making sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series, guys. This win tonight will move their record to 2-0 with 2 left to play against the Nuggets.
Here's Turkoglu, and that one is hammered home.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beatdown the entire way.
Franklin gets a screen from Rodriguez. Franklin passes to Nurkic, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
This run probably just a case of too little too late.
But at least they're still going after it and playing hard. It would have been very easy to throw in the towel a while ago.
Dishes to Turkoglu. Feeds it to Hawes. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. and he gets the bucket.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chandler with the ball. Now Hamilton defending. Franklin gets a screen from Rodriguez. Harris. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Hudson. And it's a foul called undone. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two.
Well, they're not going to get back into this game when they commit frustration fouls like that one.
How about exasperation fouls? I mean, that's what it looked like to me. It's an indication of the kind of game they've been having.
Here's Harris. It's off. So the Clippers.
The bad news is you play like a 50-year-old rec league bum, and we lost the game. You're supposed to ask me what the good news is.
What's the good news?
Good news is I don't think it's possible for you to play any worse.
Is this supposed to be making me feel better?
Nah, man. It's supposed to make you understand that it ain't just you. We all got work to do if we're going to do something special this year. So put this one behind you, learn from it, and move on. All right?
Yeah, all right. But a 50-year-old bum, though?
If the shoe fits.
Come on, man.
Yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust the vibes, y'all. Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Just sing to the left, sing to the right. Make you feel good, make you feel alright.
We've got NBA basketball in store from New Orleans, Louisiana, the home of the Pelicans, right here on 2K Sports. For the Pelicans, happy to be here in New Orleans right now. For New Orleans, Jens has checked in, and it's Anderson in for Anthony Davis. And a switcher also for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Nurkic. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Wilson Chandler. Laverne is out there with Hickson. Then it's Lawson. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. 6 to shoot. Here's Chandler. Off the left rim and out.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game and so far. Edge on the glass.
Rodriguez is checked in for Denver. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Denver's head coach was going over with his team. He immediately addressed their offensive game plan and detailed an aggressive up-tempo style. It sounds like their offense is going to come from the transition game. He also urged them to drive the lane aggressively on offense, saying they won't be able to handle us if we can get bodies to the basket each and every time down the court. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Hickson. Rebound, Evans. Evans has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Tyreek Evans is an athletic slashing guard. He's really gifted at getting to the rim. And I think his outside shot, the inconsistency of his outside shot has held him back a bit. Ironically, he's a pretty good free throw shooter, but still lacks that touch from mid-range on field goal attempts.
Passes it to Rodriguez. Right wing. Barton kicks to Chandler. Chandler gets the screen from Rodriguez.
This is really ugly, guys. I mean, he can't get anything to go.
Here's Gordon. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Lawson kicks to Barton. And there's the pass to Rodriguez. And he lays it straight in. Rodriguez has got his first basket.
And you could tell he was nervous in his first game. Didn't exactly wow anybody watching. And, of course, his team lost as well.
Well, he's got a lot to work on if he's going to stick in the league. And the fact the team struggled certainly will make it a little harder for him.
Evans kicks to Holiday. Outside Gordon. Takes the 3. And that is good. Gordon's got 5 now. And so here's Denver. A 12-point game. Last time they met was in Denver.
That was one of those games where everybody has fun because they blew them out. The bench played. Everybody got in on the act.
It'll count. Cannot hit. So as we welcome back, team swap here for New Orleans, and the Nuggets with some changes. The Nuggets trail by 12.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
The backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Ryan Anderson out there with Withey, and it's Ajinça in at the center position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Holiday, the pass to Anderson, to the inside. Here's Withey. No good. Now Denver takes it the other way. When you talk about the Pelican mascot, Steve, wingspan, a term that definitely applies to this team and the young Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it's a great name. You know, Davis was last year's leading shot blocker to go with 20 points and 10 boards a game. I mean, this guy is a potential superstar and obviously the key for this club moving forward.
Holiday dishes to Anderson. Gordon kicks to Anderson. And the shot is good. Anderson's got 7 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Watson the pass to Rodriguez. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ajinça's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Shot clock at 6. Anderson a screen on Chandler. Back to Holiday. And too long on the shot.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Pass to Franklin. Lawson with it. Passes it to Rodriguez. That is in there. Lawson with the assist.
Tough matchup there defensively. He just doesn't have the height or the length to bother that shot.
And we...
Well, Jameer, what did...
Okay, listen up. There's some things we can do to quiet this crowd down. Now,
And now the third quarter about to get going. It's been one out.
Substitution.
He's checked in for the Pelicans. Pondexter comes in for Eric Gordon. Denver also making some changes. Alinari, he's checked in for Chandler. Harris comes in for Barton. And Nelson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Nelson is out there with Harris. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Pondexter dishes to Evans. Just 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Well, guys, the D-League, a test bed for ideas that make their way to the NBA. And one thing we've seen there is a mission to get games down to 2 hours in length. They really want to shorten the length of these games.
Well, they've banned consecutive timeouts. They've reduced their number overall. The idea is to hold viewers' attention and provide time certainty for the broadcasters.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Denver. Doc comes in for Laverne. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, Anthony Davis defying comparison in his young NBA career. As the great Dirk Nowitzki said, in all my years, I've never seen anyone like him. And Coach Monty Williams said, he's not like anyone we've ever seen. He's going to be his own player. Drew Holiday put it plainly, quote, he's the franchise. He's the go-to guy. And everybody here knows him. Kevin, over to you.
Chance to become league MVP in time, Doris. His talent is that caliber, I think. Thank you.
And condensing the game, we've seen it at the NBA level, too. Cracking down on pregame rituals and requiring players back on the court quickly after a timeout. The commissioner even talked to owners about shortening the game to 40 minutes, so less might be more in some ways. We'll see. I'm in reverse.
Jins is checked in, and it's Ashik in for Anderson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Doc comes in for Wilson Chandler, and Franklin subbed in for Gallinari.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. An impressive win for the Pelicans.
Fewer miscues made the difference, Clark.
Yeah, I thought the fact they minimized their turnovers was huge. It was a terrific all-around effort.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And this evens up the season series. Good performance today. 2 more games, though, of course, coming in this season matchup.
This could be one of the better in-conference battles we see this season, Steve. These are 2 evenly matched squads.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Anthony Davis. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Omer Ashik is out there with Davis, and it's Ajinça in at center. That's the Pelicans 5. And that one's good by Davis.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
Once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Nelson off the pick from Rodriguez. Off the screen, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
UGLY.
Man, ugly doesn't even begin to describe what happened out there.
What would you call it then?
Sorry, pathetic, garbage, embarrassing.
Just let it go. Get back at it tomorrow. Study some film, see what we did wrong, hit the weight room, get some treatment, make up for it next time.
Good idea. The quicker we get back out there, the quicker we can leave this nightmare behind us. Let's hit it.
Yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust around, y'all. Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Just sing to the left, sing to the right. Make you feel good, make you feel alright. One time, feel good, yeah, y'all. Bust the rounds in the place, y'all. Nigga, you feel real good, y'all. Flip mode is the squad in the place, y'all. Buck wild to all of my who don't care. Floss like a bunch of young black millionaires. Making you run, me and my stacking my ones. Floss a little, invest up in the mutual fund. Blowing the horn, a sense of every day I was born. Never dream I see it land.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. The Denver Nuggets come into tonight's game after losing earlier in the season in their last game against the Grizzlies.
They just couldn't get the ball in the basket that day, guys, no matter how many plays you make.
The Grizzlies making a change here. Koufos is checked in. The Nuggets have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Wilson Chandler. Will Barton is out there with Lawson, and it's Nurkic in at the center. Barton kicks to Lawson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Chandler, and he misses the go-ahead basket. Wilson Chandler, a versatile forward steal. In his 7th season out of DePaul.
I like him, Kevin. I mean, he's strong enough to play inside on the perimeter, and then he's got that three-point range on his shot, so a very versatile player.
Rodriguez is checked in for Nurkic. Conley kicks to Randolph. The 11-footer, and it's off the back rim, no good. Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against Dallas.
How about the box score from that game? The accuracy from the three-point line, just remarkable.
Yeah, it was a stream of threes that allowed them to repeatedly deflate that crowd.
Stolen by Michael Conley. the drive by Lee. He dishes it to Conley. There's the pass to Koufos. Shoots from the baseline, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you look at Kosta Koufos, drafted 23rd in 2008 by Utah after just 1 year at Ohio State. Kind of drifted around. He started in Denver. Last season he played valuable minutes in Memphis when Marc Gasol went out. I think he's maybe found a home there.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Carter, he's checked in for Green. Allen comes in for Lee. And it's Udrih in for Mike Conley. Big group substitution here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Laverne. Gallinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. Franklin's checked in for Will Barton. And Nelson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. And Koufos, a nice compliment to Marc Gasol, backing up that center position.
Well, Gasol, has that size to battle bigger centers inside, and then, Koufos, who can at times struggle in strength matchups, really has great quickness. So an excellent defender for a 7-footer, defending pick and rolls, the versatility to make rotations, slide across the lane and get rebounds. This guy's a very good backup center in the league.
And it's Randolph penetrating. Udrih, the pass to Randolph. There's the dish to Franklin. And there's the feed to Hickson. And Gallinari kicks to Nelson. Nelson off the pick from Rodriguez. Here's Nelson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. And they take the lead. Rodriguez has got his first points of the night.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Here's Udrih, guarded by Nelson, and he gets it to go.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
The Nuggets trail. It's rebounded by Randolph. Randolph's got his 3rd rebound on the night. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Udrih kicks to Randolph. Pass to Udrih, back to Randolph. And there's the rejection. Now Nelson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Feeds it to Hickson. Can't connect from short range. Build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
Conley and Allen are the guards set. Marc Gasol is out there with Green, and it's Carter in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
The Grizzlies are the kind of team that perhaps fans around the league can overlook or undervalue or even forget about at times, but they're always going to be there because they're tough, they're physical, and they're talented.
Right side, Green. He kicks it to Gasol. They get it again. They shoot again, and it's good on the layup. Gasol's got his first points of the game.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Lawson dishes to Gallinari. Gallinari gets the screen from Rodriguez. Gallinari with it. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Lee passes to Conley. Back to Lee. Gasol against Rodriguez. Takes the turnaround J. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Lee. Now it's a 4-point Memphis lead. Lawson gets the screen from Rodriguez. They set the screen. Stolen by Conley. And it's a foul called on down. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Courtney Lee, acquired by the Grizzlies last season in a trade with the Celtics. And as teammate Mike Conley has put it, Courtney was a huge, huge piece. People overlook him, but it's key that he's able to stretch the court for us. It gives Zach and Mark more space, and he can definitely lock up defensively. Kevin?
He's been a great fit as a two-way player on the perimeter, too, Doris. Thanks. Conley against Nelson. Here's Koufos. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Nuggets trail by 5. A baseline J. Koufos grabs the miss.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Gallinari against Carter. Clock at 6. Randolph kicks to Carter. Randolph against Hickson. And here's Randolph. Good on the baseline, Jay. Randolph's got his second bucket of the night.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
And so that...
Jameer, what needs...
All right, we've got some work to do, but it's not too late. Let's put our stamp.
The second half just about to get going here. Allen's checked in for Zach Randolph. And then for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Nurkic. Gallinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Harris subbed in for Will Barton. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Hickson,